Hey everybody, and welcome to Fortunate Creations. I'm Kim, and this is a channel where we talk about everything to do with crafting. So from amigurumi to weaving and anything in between. If you like crafting and being creative, stick around. I think you're going to like it here. Today I want to show you how I'm taking a blanket that I found at a thrift store and I am turning it into several other items. Now the reason I did not leave it as a blanket is there were already holes in it from where they sew. You could see right here a pretty good big gap. So where they were sewing their granny squares together was actually already coming apart. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this apart and I'm going to make a few things. I'm going to start with a bag, and then I'm probably going to move on to either a cardigan sweater and or a shirt. It is a huge blanket, so I have plenty to work with. Okay, so the process of taking this apart is not as easy as you would think it would be. Some of the squares are actually damaged. Other squares get damaged while you're taking it apart. And they actually sewed it together with the same color that it's created with. So it's a little difficult and time consuming. So I took one of my needles, excuse me. I took one of my needles and I'm helping myself by using the needle to pull the threads out. If you're ever doing this and the thread gives you a little pullback or a little resistance, check the other strings around it because that might be the one you need to pull out. Don't force it and try not to cut it, because the one time that I did cut this, I ended up ruining the square because I cut the wrong one and the whole corner of the granny square started to come out. So here's the process of taking them apart. Now I have been taking them apart in little pieces and I have been taking them apart in bigger chunks. So I figure I'm going to use the bigger chunks for the bag that I'm going to use. And I've already got some purses that I've taken the handles off of, so I can use those handles for the bag. And then I'm going to have to find a pattern or make one up myself on how to make myself a cardigan sweater out of this. I might lay this on the floor, kind of see the shape of it, and mark it with stitch markers, the chunk that I want to take out in one piece or two pieces because I want to do a front and back. So, yeah, pretty much this is the process right now. There is no quick way to do it. So, I do it while I'm sitting on the couch watching TV at night, or when I need a break from other craft projects that I'm doing. Slow and steady, taking this apart. So once I get it all into the chunks and pieces that I would like to use, I will go ahead and show you what I'm doing next. Stick around. I will go ahead and show you what I'm doing next. Stick around. All right, so I actually have a nice size chunk that I took off and I did it in two pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stitch this together. I've already actually, you can see I've clipped it together with stitch markers so I can make sure it lines up and make sure I'm stitching it together evenly so that each of the squares lines up. I have actually already started, and all I'm doing is a row of single crochet around the outside. So I'm lining up each stitch with its twin stitch on the other part. It's a little difficult because parts of the blanket were stretched out. So one panel, although they're both 4x3, one panel is a little bit bigger than the other one. It's more stretched out. So I'm just going to go ahead and line them up as best as I can. And then I'll stretch the shorter one to match the other one. Eventually it will give as much as the already stretched one, and we'll have a bag. So here we go, just a single crochet border around the whole thing. And then I have to find those handles that I have. I have a set of black handles somewhere. I'm going to dig through here and I'm going to find them. and then when I'm ready, I will show you how I attach them. Okay, so I have the two panels sewn together, and you're gonna have to excuse me, the sun's coming in. I'm trying to reduce the glare. There we go. So I have them together, and I decided to do it with black all the way around. And then I found a way to do the handles without using the black handles that I can't find anyway. I'm going to go ahead. I took 5 squares, two rows of 5 squares. I'm going to fold them in half and make the straps with it. So I'm going to start doing that. I think I'm just going to whip stitch it. I don't want it to be that pronounced of a seam. Like around this, I did the single crochet, but I'm just going to do a whip stitch around this to hold it together. If I could find my, there it is. Couldn't find my needle. So I'm just going to hold it together, and I'm going to whip stitch it together. If my hands will coordinate or cooperate. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and whip stitch it together. You could do that, or you could do slip stitches all the way down, whichever you like, but I'm just going to make it super easy and just quick little stitches all the way down on both of these. All right, so once I get these sewn together with the whip stitch, I will show them to you, and then I will put them on the bag itself. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that I changed my mind, and I did actually do the slip stitch on this one. So you'll see a marker right here. I noticed there's a little pull, so I'm going to go ahead and take a red piece of yarn and just reinforce that. And I got to tuck my tail in, but check this out. Oh my goodness. This is going to be such a great bag. So it goes like this on this side. Can you see? You can't see it. I'll wait to hold it up until I get it done. So I'm going to finish this one with a slip stitch all the way down, and then I'm going to attach it, and then our bag will be finished. How much fun is that? I didn't seal the ends because I will seal the ends when I attach it to the bag. All right, stay tuned. Don't you go anywhere. This bag is going to be beautiful. Okay. Can you just say stop it right this minute? Oh my goodness. I love this bag. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I know I'm holding it crooked, but I'm too excited. Here it is. Here it is. Finally, one of the bags. Not finally, it didn't take me that long. And I gave a little extra room up here. Seems like it's baggy, but if you fill it, and it'll fill right out. Oh my goodness. I went with only one handle because that's all that's needed. Let me see. Oh, yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I am in love with this bag. Can we see it? There it is. There is my new bag. Mama's got a brand new bag. All right. So project number 1 from that blanket is finished. And remember, this is just one way that you can be creative. It is always a great idea to look at something, make it into something else, and say to yourself, yeah, I can be creative. I'll see you next time.